Alright, what is up, everybody? Yes, I got this notification that there was a 7-minute gameplay trailer by IGN yesterday, but of course I had a busy day yesterday. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's just enjoy this gameplay trailer, and I'll give you my honest opinion on it. Plus, it gave me an extra day to contemplate my thoughts. So what you're seeing right now is the official gameplay trailer right here by IGN, obviously, because that's their watermark right there, and they were the first ones to get exclusives on this. And they're also going to show more content, Frontiers related, for the month of June, so try to keep up with those updates. Now, so far, the game visually looks great. Nothing wrong with that. The game visually looks great. Now, my biggest concern is, well, actually, one of my concerns is, what version of the game are we seeing right here? Because if this is the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X version of the game right now we're looking at, then obviously you already know that the not the Wii version, well, might as well call it that, the Switch version of the game is probably going to have very low-res textures, and it's going to look very, it's going to look probably terrible on handheld mode. But it's neither here or there. So right now, the game so far, yes, the visuals are great. The problem is the game looks more like a tech demo than anything. There's no enemies, there's nothing. It's basically just a tutorial of what you're doing. You know, in all honesty, this basically looks like Sonic Jam's open hub world game, if you get that reference. When you play Sonic Jam for the Sega Saturn, there's an option to go into a 3D hub world as classic Sonic and see your surroundings. That's what this looks like to me. You know, I'll even post a side-by-side comparison video if you don't believe me. That's basically what this is. So right now, you know, they're just showing you the basics here and there, what Sonic's abilities are, the ground stomp, boosting, obviously, rail switching, things like that. Basic platforming shit. Like, we haven't seen any new abilities yet. Like, okay, now, my biggest fear is, why would Sega even okay this, knowing that this game's not done yet? It looks more like an alpha build compared to a beta build. Why would you want the public to look at this and realize this game is completely lifeless? There's no enemies, there's hardly anything. This is one of the things I was against when it comes to an open world game. You have to put so much stuff to make the area look, you know, added full of life. This is why I do not like open world games when it comes to, you know, to try to develop, because then you have to add a lot of shit there, or else you're going to get criticized for it. You know, I myself, yes, I do have ideas on my game scripts, don't get me wrong, I can add life and all that, but for Sega, I already knew this was going to be a huge undertaking. Look at this. Do you honestly think this game's going to be ready in time for holiday of 2022? I don't see it. In fact, the way that things look right now, Sega's a long way away from this game being complete. I honestly think that Sonic Frontiers is not even going to come out until, at this point, another year or year and a half. I'm sorry, I hate to be the one to say it, but there's no way this game's going to be complete unless Sega just wants to rush out a project, take the loss, and then move on to the next project, whatever that's going to be, if they even have any. Because at this point, because does this game look like it's something worth $70 to you? Because that's what they're charging. So if you honestly think, you know, because before Sega was always charging, I think $40 or below for all their games prior to that. Now they want 70, like, really? So you let me know what you think, because right now, look, I do love the fact that Sega does have an infrastructure. That's what I wanted to see from them. Now, now how's the story going to build up? How's the story going to build up? New characters, new enemies, things like that. I already have that plan. Shit, I'm way ahead of everybody when it comes to having 7 game scripts already in the back already, with new characters and everything. Oh, okay, you're getting a glimpse of the new ability right there, that, whatever the hell that ability is. Like I said, I mean, this is all fucking new to me anyway, so what difference does it make? Yeah, so IGN, you know, what they're doing is they're just jump cutting so many things, so you don't even get to see what the abilities are. Like, come on, guys, really? So overall, this giant, this island right here, this is all you're basically seeing. Like I said, the background music is nice. You know, it's a nice, beautiful piano piece. I quite frankly enjoy it. Now, this is something you would see in Breath of the Wild in a way. You know, that's what Sonic's abilities are in a way. They gave him the climbing ability. I don't think Sonic's ever had a climbing ability prior to this. He had he did hardcore parkour, but you have to have a lot of momentum to do that. So yeah, so this is so in my honest opinion, I honestly think Sonic really looks out of place here when you look at these realistic visuals. He just seems completely out of place. You know, it gives you shades of Sonic 06 in a way. You know, where he's basically like in a real life human world. He just seems completely out of place. That's the best way I could describe it, if that makes any sense. Compared to other games, like even Forces, he didn't even feel out of place. You know, Lost World, Colors, all that, he fit perfectly. Even Unleashed, but this, he just looks completely out of place. So far, you know, and you have puzzle solving too. Like, really? Wow. That's sure gonna be worth the $70 build I want for this. So I'm assuming we have to get some collectibles or shit like that, because a lot of the things they've been showing off is this red ruby or red crystal thing when you do certain objectives. I think that's gonna be this game's equivalent to I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the equivalent of Korok seeds, but I don't know, something like that. Whatever the main collectible's gonna be. Oh, that's gonna be awfully fun. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I do not see this game being very long. I honestly think this game, if fully released, I do not see this game being more than maybe 10 or 20 hours at best to complete everything. Get all the collectibles, do all the mission objectives, no matter how boring and tedious they are, to complete. Even the main adventure. You know why? Because they have no creativity. I don't think SEGA should be releasing this game anytime soon. In fact, I think this game needs another 12 to 16 months of developmental time, the way things are right now. Now, there is a possibility maybe this is like a demo, like this is all they're allowed to showcase. Maybe SEGA really does have the real version of the game done. I'm just showing a little bit of sarcasm here, because I know that Sega's not Nintendo, because Nintendo, in my honest opinion, would not surprise me if Breath of the Wild 2 is already complete already, and they're just making up a bunch of bullshit just to push the release date. Instead of this year, they want to push it back to spring of 2023, because they realize they already have a full 2022 already, with a lot of great games coming out this year. Especially Pokemon coming out late this year, so that should be interesting. Now, when it comes to Sega, on the other hand, I honestly don't think this game is ready for this year. Let me know what you all think about this, and I gotta go. Peace out.